I was excited about it. I was interested in it because it seems like it's a really strange take on the game on the movie. It's going to be an awful lot of enemies in the movie now, and not just Electro. More and more, it seems like it's going to have just a whole, I want to say like a team of villains in it, which makes me think that Electro won't survive the movie, but most of the team of villains will.
Is he gonna be like the Sandman, just like regretful? I just died over here. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. Behind the tree. Is Electro gonna be just like Sandman and regretful at the end and not kill Tobey Maguire or whatever the guy's Andrew Garfield and just walk away? Is that what's gonna happen?
I hope not. That's a terrifying thought because that just undermines the entire premise of the movie. It goes from evil to regretful hero.
Well, isn't that's? I mean, first of all, what's Electro's story in the first? What's Electro's story in the first place? Like what?
Yeah, I don't know. I know. I mean, from what I gather from the clip, it looks like he gets his powers from the electric eel and some kind of electric eel splicing experiment.
Oh.
But beyond that, I only know is from the old Spider-Man cartoon series. I don't think Electro showed up in that very much.
So electric eels can teleport?
Well, once you become electricity, you can just become anything.
Oh, so it's like Gremlins too.
Yes, exactly right.
All right,
exactly.
let's just bring that guy back.
That is true. It seems like the Oscorp people have taken on the Gremlins 2 approach to making supervillains. They just found some creature, a spider, electric eel. A bat maybe they'll do next.
The Gremlins 2 really is about the Oscorp Corporation. That's pretty genius.
It's not the best business model, but maybe they'll make it work for them.
Who is funding those people? It's got to be like the Avenger guys. Just trying to generate business for themselves.
Yeah, I would think. Yeah, it really is just or some kind of insurance agency or something like that, or just trying to create a need for constant chaos. But I'm not sure why they seem so married to making these all have some kind of animal, analog, or where it's like a vulture, or a Dr. Octopus, and plus and the Rhino, like every one of them is some kind of animal, as the basis of their powers. Yeah, plus, I guess Black Cat is in there also, so it's just like everybody.
I'm not hip with Spider-Man characters. I don't understand most of these things at all. And it's kind of interesting because we've kind of just deviated from the Superman, Christopher Nolan, Batman model, and we're just not taking ourselves seriously at all anymore.
Well, that's the thing. It's because I felt like I think we talked about before. We thought Christopher Nolan had changed everything, but it seems like no, he has not changed anything. We're right back to big, splashy superhero movies that have no basis in reality. Rather than getting away from Transformers style movies, we just kind of embraced it.
Yeah, I'm working through the floor here. I may need some help.
Oh, you look okay on my screen. You have trouble?
Yeah, I'm in the floor on my side.
Can you get out?
Yeah, I'm out. I'm okay. All right, that's good.
The phone helps. Every time we get on the phone, we're back to good.
How's it going, man? Yeah, so we're not taking ourselves seriously anymore. You're right. And maybe Christopher Nolan didn't change anything. And maybe after 2 kind of mediocre superhero movies, that's what happens. Like we kind of decided it wasn't like a fail-proof or foolproof solution to do the serious superhero movie.
I agree, yeah, and maybe Spider-Man and other superheroes just don't lend themselves to that kind of realism the way Batman can. Maybe you can't talk realistically about a guy who has spider abilities and Superman and stuff like that. But it does seem like a waste, though. I really was enjoying the idea of more realistic superhero movies, and instead we're getting seemingly far less realistic superhero movies.
Yeah, we gave that up. Hey, by the way, there's a ton of ammo over here in these 2 little tents. I'm not sure who stays here, but these guys are crazy.
They just left all the ammo behind.
Yeah. So I guess I don't know. I didn't like the previous Spider-Man movie. I watched it on a plane and I was still bored, even though it was on a plane.
It wasn't very well done, and that guy was a lizard too. So again, the animal thing.
Yeah. So this movie this summer next year, we'll see. I kind of disappointed. I'm not really looking forward to it. I'd rather see Interstellar by Christopher Nolan, and I have no idea what it's about, but I have more interest in that movie at this point.
Well, isn't it just crazy how superhero movies have just taken off? We're going to have not just 1 a year, but like 2 or 3 a year, and not just like Disney. I'm sorry, not just like Marvel or DC, but like both Marvel and DC will have several movies. There's so many more superhero movies than there ever have been.
I mean, the franchises work. I mean, that's what makes money these days. So every year we see less and less original properties. That's why I'm curious about Interstellar more than anything else.
That it really is creepy, right? It's like no one from our generation is really going to break in. We're not going to see new characters who, from the last 20 years. It's all going to be characters from 30, 40, 50 years ago, made in movies again.
Yeah, reinvented. You're right. Exactly right. The original property doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, making new characters is too risky.
All right. So speaking on that, talking about not making new characters, what do you think about Indiana Jones?
Well, I don't know. Again, I'm one of the few who says I'd rather have a bad Indiana Jones movie than no Indiana Jones movie. I think I'd be interested to see an Indiana Jones movie. I'd rather have them do more of them, even if they're not perfect, than
So
do
you're
no more.
a Crystal Skull apologist, then, eh?
Yeah, I am a Crystal Skull apologist. Yes, I think.
That's unfortunate.
Well, there's not many of us, so the rarity of the position makes me more
You
valuable.
guys should get together somehow, like form a club or something. I mean,
Both of us.
you got
Okay.
solidarity. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. I've found another one. I'm like Leela, that one. It's the only one that exists.
Go look for some esoteric game message board somewhere. He exists somewhere. He's out there looking for you.
But I guess I don't think like a new one takes anything away from the old ones. Like as bad as Crystal Skull was, it didn't make me like the new ones any less.
Well,
as long as that's true, then it's okay.
Should they retire Harrison Ford? Should he get out of the way and let somebody else do the role?
Absolutely not. I don't think you can retire him until he's gone from this mortal coil. I think as long as he's around, then you have to have him involved in the movies or part of the movies. You can't have him just removed completely.
So it's a couple more years then, huh?
Yeah,
sorry, it's a bad joke.
Well, let's not have that one in the final cut. But yeah, when characters are iconic like that, I don't think you can just exclude them. I think that's why Star Trek, the original remake, the smart thing they did was to include Leonard Nimoy because they needed to have someone from the original cast to kind of authenticate it. But just to exclude all of them wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah.
There's a lot you could do with it, though. You could have if you did it right, you could have, a lot from his time in the war. You could have, just hire a younger actor and have him go back and forth between times, kind of Godfather 2-like, or who knows. I don't think that's what they'll do, though. I think they'll have just a very run-to-the-mill adventure and maybe have a younger person he's helping or something like that. But I think it'll be pretty safe and pretty straightforward.
I'm worried about, George Lucas's involvement on this thing. Because I feel like now that he's kind of been asked to step away from Star Wars completely by Disney, he's going to feel like, well, I can at least do the Indiana Jones story with Steven Spielberg. And I'm worried Spielberg won't be smart enough to say, you know what, maybe this is a good thing to pull you away. Maybe it's your time to kind of hang it up and let somebody else do this thing. Your stories are ridiculous at this point.
That's a tough question. It's tough. I'm not sure if he's the problem or just not having a good idea is the problem. I don't know. It's a good question. I don't necessarily blame him for Crystal Skull exactly either. I think Crystal Skull was just kind of a silly idea.
Yeah, well, completely. It was the worst case scenario. We heard all the rumors of maybe it's aliens. Like, nah, surely it's not that. And yes, it was aliens. It was aliens.
Yeah.
It was the worst possible option of all the options they had.
Yeah.
And they did it.
Well, and I can see what they were trying to do too. They were trying to introduce a new science fiction-y element that kind of represents more the 50s rather than the 40s and 30s and the 50s and 60s kind of stuff. But it just wasn't. It wasn't executed the way it should have been.
No.
Anyway, I think they'll go back to playing it safe. I think he'll probably look for, I don't know, Noah's Ark or
a religious artifact somewhere that resonates.
Yeah, Joseph's sword. I don't know, something.
The coat. Or,
yeah. Jesus had a gun that was never mentioned, and so the gun of Jesus. I don't know, something that's just. But it's something that's very. No, seriously though, something that's very, very safe and straightforward.
What's the sin of what? Omar or what?
Yeah, the sin of Onan. Yeah. Yeah, Holy Grail's taken, so I think they'll probably go with some other really, really safe, but very well known artifact. Probably maybe the actual cross that Jesus was on, something like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Really, really safe, artifact. And they had Nazis back and everything.
Yeah, bring Nazis back. You're right. So, but I mean, I guess I'm a little excited because with Disney taking it over, I feel like that means they will be moving quickly. They'll be fast tracking this thing and doing something interesting. Hopefully, as long as they get a good team behind it. I mean,
I guess I just hope they don't. There's no reason to bring back, Shia LaBeouf. There's no reason to bring back any of that stuff.
Mutt needs to stay dead or stay gone.
Yeah, I mean that's the way the Indiana Jones movies work. He's the only consistent thing. Everyone else, even if it's weird to explain, they come and go.
Yeah.
So Brown's gone, even though we don't know what happened to him, and we only hope for the best.
Are you okay? You just took off. You're around the corner somewhere. Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You took out the light. Good for you.
Yeah, trying to sneak up on him.
All right, I'm impressed. Yeah, so it's exciting news. I'm glad there's movement on the Indiana Jones thing. And
I'm maybe one of the few, but I don't feel like even a new bad movie doesn't make me like the old ones any worse.
No, if it came out next year, I'd see that over Spiderman. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure, right? Yeah, I want to make this analogy again. I'm not sure why Superman is bringing on more and more superheroes, Spider-Man is bringing on more and more supervillains. But it seems to be,
Shoot.
yeah,
Oh,
gosh,
that was close.
yeah, that was really
That's
close.
a good
He had
toss.
good
This
armor.
guy's really smart.
Yeah,
All right. Did you take him out?
yeah,
Okay.
I think so. We can't go through the middle though.
No. Hold on. There's a thing right here. Yeah, I mean the more superheroes, it's right for Superman versus Spider-Man. Spider-Man, it seems like, or Superman's doing the Avengers thing, and Spider-Man doesn't know what it's doing.
Yeah, well, it just I think I get the feeling Spider-Man's trying to say we're going to have them fight a little bit this movie, then have fight a whole bunch in the next movie. It's weird. Movies are never just about the movie anymore. It's always we can build the next one, then one after this, then one after this. They're very strategic.
Yeah, you're right. With the after credit sequence over and over again.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, watch this movie almost exclusively so you can see the after credit sequence.
Right.
But it's weird. If you were going to do. If Superman is going to become effectively the Justice League movie, rather than doing it, we'll just have them all in Superman 2 or Man of Steel 2. Then I almost wonder if the villain, like the villain for Thor or for Avengers, came from Thor, because I think that has the least interesting villains in it. So we'll make Loki interesting and put him in the Avengers.
Yeah, that guy has really scored with that role. There's not much there, and they're really having fun with that guy. He's got a lot of parts he should not have had, or a lot of airtime he should not have otherwise.
Yeah, I totally agree. And he's really run that, for a kind of a nothing character. He's really made it work for him.
It's like the Sarsgaard guy who's in all those movies too. Like he shouldn't be there. Peter Sarsgaard.
Yeah, well, he was in Green Lantern, right? He was the villain.
Was he the villain? Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, no one saw it. Yeah, it was...
Yeah, and you really have to gouge that from your eyes to see it. You can't remember that.
I don't know how Ryan Reynolds gets to keep making movies. I mean, I don't think he's like necessarily a bad guy. I just think, oh God, what happened to me?
This guy is gonna kill us both, man. Wow.
What did he have? Did he have like a board with a nail in it? What happened there?
Had 2 nails. Yes.
Yeah, he just whacked his both. Bam, bam.
But yeah, so the Gil Gadot thing. I mean, I guess I don't think the Wonder Woman translates to big screen. I think we saw that on TV. It doesn't work well. It's just not a good idea in general. But
well, you gotta like make some changes, right? Like a lot of the typical stuff's not going to work. The lasso thing probably will not look good.
The invisible
blocking
ship.
bullets with her bracelets is probably not going to look good.
Yeah.
Just a lot of things are going to have to figure out how to adapt.
They really didn't think that character through at all.
Wait,
Like
you mean the original comic book?
Yeah, like her abilities are strange.
They are, but she was created by an industrial organizational psychologist.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's also the guy who invented the lie detector. That's why she has the ability to do that.
Are you serious?
No, I'm deadly serious.
Is that what he did in his spare time when he wasn't doing like report? Well, I guess one of
That's exactly right. Yeah,
Oh.
His name is William Moulton Marston, I believe. And,
Wow.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
He's famous for developing the lie detector, which is just a polygraph that detects if your pulse rate goes up and these other things go up.
Do you think he regrets anything he did, like with the Wonder Woman thing being part of his, reputation? Like, is he any regrets about?
No, for as psychologists go, he's probably invented the best superhero that a psychologist has ever created. Well, we talked a little bit about the Stick of Truth, and no, not Stick of Truth, the South Park episode, and why South Park made Xbox One the winner in their episode this week. Now, I don't know the answer to that still. It seems like a very random thing that they would choose Xbox as the winner, other than just going straight off, I guess, statistics or things Xbox can do that PlayStation can't. But even then, I think PlayStation has Xbox beat in the number.
I think that they lose that fight, regardless, without getting into kind of weird geeky fanboyism. I think they lose that fight too, but. It was a very bizarre change or choice, and I don't think it's deliberate. I think they just picked one, like a coin toss kind of situation.
I wonder if you think is there any? I haven't seen anything about them waiting to see how sales went and choosing one or the other or something like that. But who knows? It's very of all the things. I don't know what the logic was, and I didn't. Watching the episode, I kept hoping they'd explain it or something like that. I guess the ultimate thing is that they decided it's better to go play with toys outside than to do any of this stuff. But
it's true. It was a weird choice and weird. I mean, it was a fun 3-episode arc, and I enjoyed it, but it was a weird kind of conclusion. Not what I expected.
Well, it would have been great if that led right into Stick of Truth, right? That would have been just a fantastic.
Nice work with the chainsaw. He run through.
Yeah, he just ran all of it.
He survived? Is that the same guy?
He ran right through. Yeah, he came in and then ran right back out.
Throwing some terrible grenade shots too. It's not even gonna matter. That matters though.
That was a good shot.
Yes, I at least owed him that. Yeah, it was a good arc.
It was fun to watch. I don't know if it needed to be 3 episodes, but
no, probably not. They do this every now and then. Usually those are the memorable episodes from the season, though. So I guess I kind of get why they're doing it.
Yeah, they sell sometimes they sell those by themselves also.
Yeah, that's right.
You buy the just that particular like the Imaginarium thing they did a few seasons ago.
Yeah,
Which I didn't
exactly.
think was all that interesting at all, but they apparently ran with it and had a lot of sales there too.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential there, and it really paid off. That I hope it would.
Oh man, he got me! God damn it!
Here he
Guy
comes.
coming in, and I'm down by the gates. Just a regular guy too, just having a lucky day.
Yeah, he's having a game of his life right now.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I'm by the gates. I'm underneath an archway over here.
Okay, I got you.
I'm not equipping myself well here. But yeah. But why they chose that is I'm not sure if they meant to say anything with that or not. But
Yeah, I don't think they did. I think it was just an arbitrary selection.
yeah, it must be.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on that?
I really like the direction they went. I just didn't quite like how everything wrapped up. I feel like the final fight with the governor was very anticlimactic, and it could have been a little more exciting.
Yeah, his confrontation with Rick was pretty flimsy or just weird.
Yeah.
And in the context of everything else is happening, it's kind of more serious. That was kind of art, like weird little fight that nobody saw. Rick was I'm down. Nobody saw Rick was still alive over there, and they got into a little struggle, and Rick lost the fight, had to get saved by Michonne, and I mean that's the way the comic book wrapped up. But it felt I don't know, a little too bizarre.
Well, I never really felt why Michonne of all of them hated the governor so much. Other than he kind of stole Andrea from their friendship, but he didn't. Did he do anything to her specifically?
I don't think he did. I think she was just with him for a long. Like he captured her for a while, and that's kind of it.
Really? Yeah, she did more to him, right? She killed his daughter and
took out his eye and
took out his eye.
Yeah, I feel bad for him with Michonne.
Really? You should be afraid of her. Shit. Oh, damn it! I'm down again.
Wow, I don't know how I lived through that, but that was amazing. We'll watch that later on slow motion.
Right. They have a portal up there or a hole in the ground?
Yeah, it's behind. It's up there somewhere. They're about to be done spawning though.
Damn it.
But yeah, it was
just anticlimactic, and I agree with you. It was fun to see them fight the tank and see Daryl kill the tank. But I wish if they're going to do that, it'd be fun if they built up some kind of animosity between him and the tank guy.
Yeah, it was just kind of a random kind of conclusion for that.
Really, that turned out to be probably the worst plan I've seen this year for a supervillain, just to charge the prison. I mean, Rick even points out to him that, charging the prison is going to destroy the walls, which is the only reason to be in the prison. And he still does it anyway, then he loses everybody. The governor, he makes really, really... Oh, look out, buddy.
Wow! I may be okay. Check my pulse.
Those guys really don't mess around. It's not like they just come streaming down, and then they turn around on a dime.
I'm sorry,
all that over again.
Brought us back here again without my Lancer still. Yeah, it was a terrible plan for him. I understand, he was so fortunate and took over that camp strategically, so easily, methodically the entire time. And he gets there and just loses his cool immediately with Rick. He loses everything in 20 minutes.
Yeah, everything he's built is just completely gone.
Yeah, he did so well for so long, and it's just really just to get him to that moment in time. Okay,
he just makes terrible decisions.
Yeah. What is this guy doing?
I don't know. I can't seem to get him. He's running back.
He's tricky. He's on a wall.
There he goes.
All right, thank you, Krill.
Finally, the Krill on our side.
Is that it? Where's the other guy?
I think he went for the garden.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn. No, he's behind us.
What?
He got behind us. Oh, my God.
Are you serious? He's in the hallway?
Yeah, he's in the hallway.
Oh, my gosh. Pick me up. Pick me up right there.
Where the hell is he going?
Get him. It's like an episode of Cops all of a sudden.
It really is getting weird. No, he's going that way. I should just follow him. I'm kind of curious where he's going to go. Is there some other door back here?
We're frozen now. All right, we're back.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it was a terrible decision by the governor. It was a good little ending. I'm glad the season's getting better and stronger than the previous season. So I'm happy to see February comes around. But it was not.
I'm glad they got rid of the governor. I think it's good to be done with that arc and to move on to other things.
Just find a way to wrap it out, and don't leave it out there as an outstanding story, loose thread. I mean, I'm glad it's done. Me
too. But I think I was sorry to lose Herschel. I was enjoying him. I think the secret of the show is if you do something heroic, that means you're gonna die.
If you do anything heroic, you're gone. And you can't have two doctors.
If you're a minor character, unless you're Daryl.
Yeah, Daryl's gonna live for a long time.
Yeah, I think so too. Of course, just say that and watch them kill him next season.
Yeah, I go all Game of Thrones and kill everybody you like.
Yeah, that's right.
I believe we're having to do this a third time. I'm done with this. You guys are going down.
Doki doki.
You're in this fight, right? It's not just me doing this?
No, it's just you doing that. Hold on.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, PlayStation 3 too. Yeah. Yeah, I just Doki Doki is done by the Toe Jam and Earl guys. Greg Johnson, I guess is his name. And I really like Toe Jam and Earl, of course, and the sense of humor of Toe Jam and Earl a lot. So, and novelist, I'm not sure what it is. It seems to be you kind of observe a family, then you make decisions for them, and the decisions you make affect the lives they lead and stuff. I have no idea how that's going to play out.
So
But anyway,
control
I'm really
freak
loving
all
this
of
year,
us?
these new single-player games and how interesting the concepts are getting.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a time for independent developers. You know, it's what Sony's doing really well, and Microsoft is not really curating it nearly as well.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's where the passion is right now, these new kind of games.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I feel like everyone kind of likes Grand Theft Auto 5, but no one just loves it. And I don't know if people love the big name titles this year as much, with the exception of Last of Us. Like Last of Us, everyone did love.
And it still feels like an independent game. I mean, it doesn't feel like a massively multiplayer big thing.
That's true.
Whatever.
Yeah,
it feels like a smaller, unique kind of individual experience type game, which strikes me as like an independent type of game. So I think it feels that way, regardless of being a AAA game.
You're probably right. Thank you. Yes.
Sure. You want to stay back? I got your back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, it's kind of a quiet. If you're not getting the new consoles, it's kind of a quiet Christmas for most people, most gamers.
That's true. If you're getting the consoles, I don't know what you're playing. You're playing Dead Rising 3.
Yeah.
I guess you're playing. You're playing Assassin's Creed 4 on the new consoles, but yeah. But otherwise, I don't really see. You're right. For the old consoles, there's not a lot going on, and for the new consoles, there's just a handful of games that are out.
Like all the new games, like the one I'm most curious about in the new consoles would probably be like the new Mario game, which is kind of weird for me.
Yeah, well, I'm curious about Dead Rising 3 also. I think it'd be fun to play. Though I don't see it justifying a console buy.
Yeah,
like I mentioned on the Twitter this week, I think that Witcher 3 may be the one that sells me on getting a new console. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, the trailer looked really good for that one.
Yeah, though I guess that was the same trailer that's been out before, so I was kind of suckered in by that. But otherwise, it does look really good.
Worked on me too. But yeah, we'll see. We need the release. We need the new game announcements. Apparently, Fallout was a hoax, and that's disappointing for me. But
is it? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, me too. But whatever comes up next from Bethesda will be significant. So let's hold on until we see what are the new titles after the release window right now.
Yeah, for now, I'm just going back and play Skyrim again. That thing still holds up. It's still a lot of fun.
I'm going to beat Grand Theft Auto 5. That's my goal this Christmas.
It's a good goal to have.
It's a pretty aggressive goal. I'm going to do it.
Well, I'll be cheering for you.
Appreciate that.